Hey everybody, and welcome to the last installment of Vintage Vera. I've had so much fun celebrating these 35 years over this little bit of a series, and we ended last time on 2009. So let's get caught up with 2010, and what a way to start, because that was Throwdown with Bobby Flay, and you know my reaction was so over the top that they ran that as the commercial for almost a year. But if you're curious, of course I beat him, and the carrot cake became famous all across the country because it was the cake that beat Bobby Flay. Okay, so then in 2012, our local television station said, you know, you did pretty good on that show. I think we'll give you a show of your own. So we were off and running, and in 2012, I have my own show, the Vintage Vera Show. So we started very small, just really straight on the camera, kind of like what we're doing today, and we've grown so much over these years. All right, so then in 2013, I made the hard decision to close my retail operation. It was such an emotional time, but I was at a point in my career and in my life where I thought I really want to concentrate on the things that mean the most to me right now in my career path. So I closed the retail operation, but I could not have done it without these three individuals. Christina Cannon helped me with all of the financial part of that, all the business aspects of it. Honestly, it's just a complete blur to me. She took charge of all of that. Nick Thompson, who was my mail order manager, literally went through every last spoon, fork, baking pan, everything in our attic, everything in our storage rooms, went through all of that and helped me decide what I was going to keep and what we were going to sell. It was very emotional, and he just took care of me so much during that time. And then finally, Donna Nail took care of everything that had to do with getting our last orders processed before we closed the door. I mean, people were ordering enough cakes to have in their freezer for over a year because they knew they would never get them again. So those three people were very instrumental in helping me close the business. Okay, then in 2015, our show got syndicated. And, you know, I really did not see that coming. WSAV out of Savannah took us to run on their station. They were our very first syndicated market. And then WRBL in Columbus joined after that. And now we are in many, many more markets from there. All right, so then let's move on to 2016, and I'm looking for an overall show sponsor because now I'm syndicated. I have a lot of costs associated with producing the show, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go straight to the top, and I'm going to ask Sub-Zero and Wolf to do it. Of course, everybody thought I was crazy. Well, you know what, they said yes, and we're still partnering, we're still having a wonderful time doing our shows together. All right, so then 2017 rolls around, and I'm thinking, you know, our camp could be franchised. What I do in the summer with the children here in Augusta, I could be doing with children in Savannah, in Columbus, and in the other towns where our show airs. So we wrote it almost like the Bible school of cooking in a packet that someone else could take and run with it, and it's really done very well. So in 2018, I realized another one of my goals was to write a cookbook. So all of the recipes that I'd had over the years that I sold in my mail order company, I decided to finally publish those recipes. So it was kind of a reverse psychology to a cookbook. Most of the time, a recipe will get famous after it has been in a cookbook that's widely used. This time, people were already familiar with the recipe because they'd been eating it for years through my mail order company, but now they were able to make it themselves. So we're still very, very proud of our cookbook. Then this year, in 2019, as you have all listened to me over these last few months talk about our 35 years in business, we've had quite a celebration this year, remembering, reminiscing on everything. And so our vision for 2020, which is the year we're going into, and certainly something that I'm excited about, is very important to me. So let me just go over a few of those things. We branched a brand new part of the company this year in terms of branding. We took our original catering business that's been called everything from Vintage Vera to Vera Stewart Occasions to Vera and Company is now just Vera. So that part of our company is the catering that we do during the Masters Golf Tournament. We now offer hospitality, we offer home rentals, We do so many things for our guests that are in the Augusta area during that time. And then the Vintage Vera show, as I said, started local. Now we are in 20 markets, and we plan to be in many more by the end of 2020. And then Vintage Vera Camp. The goal was to just help me have a way to make extra money in the summer. We're now franchised in many areas. We are looking forward to our 17th summer this summer, and with many more franchises going along with us. And then finally, it's time to write cookbook number 2. You know, the pages are kind of getting worn on the one that you've got. Hopefully you'll use it for years and years. But I've got so many recipes that I want to share, and I can't wait to share those ideas with you. So that kind of wraps up the 35 years. Thank you so much for joining me during this series and celebrating this time with me. And I'll see you in 2 weeks as we talk about what's going on with Vintage Vera.